What's poppin'? What's poppin'? It's your boy Micah back at it again with another video. And today, I kind of want to give a little detail on kind of services that I'm offering. Those of you looking for mentorship and training and necromancy, as well as those of you looking just to get simple ritual work from me, done for you. And we're also going to talk a little bit about the third eye and necromancy. So, without further ado, let's begin. I am offering mentorship, like I said, for students who seek to develop their skills and proficiency in black magic and necromantic sorcery. The way I teach, you could say, is very draconian. It's very draconian in nature, but it's going to get you to where you need to be. Let me preface this by saying that I am an extremely powerful black magician. However, me and no other black magician, no matter how powerful, has their life perfect. Because as soon as your life gets perfect, that's when you stop growing. You become complacent, and you just lay there and slowly stagnate over time. Although my life is not perfect, my sorcery and my mastery of this level of my craft has allowed me to overcome obstacles and odds that should be impossible to overcome by human standards. I.e., being attacked by multiple idiots trying to death curse me, trying to fucking harm my exes, the variety of exes that I've been in relationships with, and all other kind of shit, trying to harm my family, and all other bullshit. My sorcery has allowed me to manifest a house for one of my exes in less than a week. It has allowed me to get a motherfucker put in the hospital due to a car crash, and after which he left me the fuck alone. It has allowed me to kill both the parents of my exes upon request in less than 2 weeks' time. It has even fucking kept me safe in the midst of a global pandemic, i.e. coronavirus, from November of last year, almost approaching a year now, to November of this year. There are 10,000 plus cases in my city of Killeen, Texas alone, where people are infected, but I have displayed no symptoms, and I'm not asymptomatic when it comes to illness. If I'm sick, my body is going to let me know. And so, yeah, it has kept me protected thus far. One ritual. Fucking, it has brought me love. It has brought me good sex with various bitches on the astral and all the other kind of shit. It has kept me surviving and thriving against the myriad of death curses that came from noobs and death curses and apostate brandings and all other bullshit that came from fucking grandmasters of a certain organization I'm not going to name, but that we all are aware of. And all the other good shit. So, I know what you're thinking. What's the sales tactic? What's the pitch? You know, what's the catch to all this? The catch is you feel my power for yourself, and then you decide whether you want to put the money towards a mentorship or a training or getting spiritual work from me. That's the sales tactic, because power is like money and money is like power. Both of them talk, and they talk very loudly, and they speak for the person that's talking to you. Now, in terms of actual services, I do offer freaking death ritual. You know, if you need an enemy or you need a person fucked out of the way, I do offer that shit. Offer healing work. It could be for physical illness. It can be for mental illness. It can be for spiritual sickness, that kind of thing. I offer, I can do love work. However, I'm telling you right now, just being transparent, I'm not a fucking love god. Like, I can do love work for you, but it's gonna have the tinge of death to it. It is what it is. So, yeah. Like, you can get that shit manifested, but it's gonna come with some variety of death to it. Either the person you're trying to get is gonna go through some shit, mentally and spiritually, and then they come to you, or there's gonna be some caveat to that shit. You feel me? So just keep that in mind. And that's not me trying to fucking downplay my abilities or whatever. That's just the reality of what it is. I'm a fucking necromancer. I'm not a fucking love doctor. You understand? So, freaking in addition to that, I also do divination, tarot readings, rune readings, channeling, a little bit of mediumship, that kind of thing, spirit communication with the dead for various purposes, all the other good stuff. So I'm more than happy to assist you with that kind of need. I also do money and financial and business work to help you bring in more clients to your business, to help change your financial situation, that kind of thing. Now let me just say, because I'm going to give you the reality, the straight cut and dry reality of what you're going to get when you get work from me. This is not, and again I say, this is not a type of partnership where, you know, you invoke Boone or another money demon such as Mammon, and then all of a sudden you get overnight fucking results and all the other kind of shit. I don't work that way. Most situations in life are going to take time to see shifts and resolution and productive results. It could take days, weeks, and months to see a change. I work on the most basis level of reality, even when I do involve spirits. Therefore, the time frame for the shift is going to be somewhat long. A couple of weeks, a couple of months. Why? Because if you get an overnight change and you get like $1 million in your bank account, if you don't got the fucking skills to manage it and to divide it up correctly, you're going to blow it and you're going to be right back in the same fucking situation. Money that comes easy is very quick to go easy, if that makes sense. So, it makes sense to do a long-lasting kind of change, a long-lasting ritual. That way, you not only have the prosperity that's stretched out for a period of time, but you also have the skills, you have the inner strength, you have the knowledge necessary to help the people that are going to come to you. And that's part of my process for helping clients with ritual work. Also, when you get ritual work from me, please don't think it's just, okay, I paid this amount of money and all I gotta do is just sit back and wait for a text message or a photo of the ritual work saying the ritual work is done. No, nobody. As I go to work, trust and believe you're gonna go to work too. I'm gonna give you a specific set of directions to follow so both of us can get this change for you. It's not a one-way street here. When I give you these directions, please follow them to the T. I'm not going to tell you to do anything crazy. I'm not going to tell you to fucking hang butt naked from a chandelier whilst chanting this demonic mantra. But whatever I tell you to do, you got to do it. Plain and simple. It helps you to get to where you need to be. And it shows the spirits that you're working with, hey, this guy is serious, let's help him out. That kind of thing. Give me 1 minute. Let's just lit this fucking cigar. Alright. So, in terms of mentorship, for the students trying to be taken under my wing, I'm going to thoroughly train you motherfuckers. To the point to where you're going to be prepared for any and all circumstances to come your way. And you're going to get extremely powerful, just like I am extremely powerful. However, with this knowledge that I'm going to give you, whether it's a necromancy, black magic, healing magic, or whatever. The whole point of me training you is not so you can stay weak up under my wing. I'm not the type of teacher that keeps students down, so to speak, because, you're afraid of being surpassed and all this other kind of shit. No, I want you to surpass me. The point of me giving you the knowledge is so you can take it further than what I've already taken it. That's how mastery is developed. That's how a lineage is developed. That's how immortality is gained. That's how I become immortal, and that's how you become immortal, in spirit and in soul and in energy. I'm going to teach you the fundamentals of working with death essence, working with the dead, how to control your own energy, how to make sure you don't fucking become skin and bones like traditional necromancers, by keeping your fucking chakras and energy and physical body balanced and strong. I'm going to teach you how to merge death essence with your fucking DNA in a very safe manner so you don't subconsciously activate various diseases that are already programmed within your DNA. Therefore, you don't start wasting away physically. You don't start developing mental illness. You don't start developing any of that shit. But you do start developing power and control. They teach you how to control your will, how to control your own thoughts, how to extend that to other people, and how to control your own being. Eventually, you'll go from the basics to beginning to cast death hexes. And I'm going to teach you how to do that shit without having to deal with the karmic backlash that comes from it. Because karma does exist, it is a objective thing, and there are various forces that like to freaking cause bad luck and other things, and even cause curses to backfire upon necromancers who cast them. Not just celestial JCI type shit, but other forces. I'm going to teach you how to break death hexes. I'm going to teach you some other methods for consuming the power of curses and individuals that curse you through the links that were made when they did the ritual against you. You'll learn a variety of things. You'll learn astral projection, how to possess humans and spirits, how to cause possession in humans and spirits. You'll get a little touch on jinn sorcery. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. You'll learn how to develop true spiritual strength that will allow you to withstand the most heaviest of attacks. No matter if it's coming from 2 different people, 5 different people, a whole group of people, various covens, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. So, you will learn that when you decide to get this mentorship. As far as time frame of it, expect 3 to 6 months. This is not, you're not gonna get a fucking crash course on this shit. I'm gonna take my time with you. I'm gonna custom tailor this shit to your energy, your desires, your spirit, your mind, your best mode of learning, and all that good shit so we can get this shit done. And in that period of time, you will be able to stand on your 2 fucking spiritual feet as an independent, sentient, spiritual individual. So that's that as far as the mentorship. If you want to get that, or if you want to get a service, hit me up on my email or on my Discord. Hell, you can fucking text me. I'll leave my links and all that good shit down below. And we can take it from there. The only thing I ask, really 2 things. 1, please do the work that I give you. Some of it is going to be very simple. It can be as simple as meditate for 10 minutes and visualize this with chanting this mantra. Very simple shit. Please do it. That's the first thing I ask. The second thing I ask is that please be ready to pay for the mentorship, because this is paid mentorship. This is not free at all. And so the paying of it signifies that you are committed to this. Because let's keep it real, you're investing money into it. And if you have the desire to quit in the middle of the mentorship, that money is going to start talking to you. And you're not going to want to take that L, so to speak. Just keeping it real, you know? Money is a motivator. It's not just for me, it's for you. It's a reminder of the commitment you made to your own ascent, your own progress, all that good shit. Those are the only two things that I ask on that situation. Now, switching topics briefly, we're going to talk about the third eye. As we all know, the third eye deals with psychic ability, it deals with clairvoyance, it deals with clairsentience, telepathy, fucking magic, all that good shit. Most people, they want to jump straight to the third eye so they can have all these experiences and all of that kind of shit. Well, let me tell you this. It is very possible to do that. However, that is very unwise at the same time. Because when your third eye is truly open, if you don't have all your other chakras opened and balanced and all that good shit first, especially your solar plexus and your root chakra, then you're going to quickly become destabilized in your mind, suffering from delusion and illusion, not knowing what is real spiritual information and what is your own mind and imagination that is conjuring up for you. Because this is the thing. The third eye deals with your mind. I'm going to say that again. The third eye deals with your mind. So it deals with the ability to look into your own mind in order to see what is real and what is not real. And to also look out into reality and see what is real and what is not real. So, if you open your third eye and you don't know you have a latent mental illness, such as OCD, schizophrenia, or whatever, that's going to manifest because it was in your mind all along. It's not the product of, oh, well, you overcharge your third eye and it's some entity that is attached to you. No. That shit was there all along from the moment you were born. You're just now seeing it. And because you don't have the tools necessary to deal with it, now it's causing you grief and suffering. Now, in terms of actually opening the third eye, here's a little secret for you. The third eye is open completely by actually using the goddamn thing. See, what most people won't tell you is that, yes, the third eye rules divination, psychic ability, clairvoyance, clairsentience, etc. But in order to activate it, you actually got to do those things. You actually got to do some divination. You got to fucking shuffle those tarot cards. You got to throw out those runes. And you got to focus and correctly interpret the message that's being brought to you. It's not for the sake of the message. It's not for the sake of the tools. It's for the sake that in the process, the logical and spiritual process of interpretation of a divine message through divination, you are exercising your third eye. You are strengthening it. You're strengthening both the cerebral qualities of it, i.e. cognition, logical thought, correct interpretation of symbols, and the spiritual aspect of the third eye, being able to receive messages from another source, to interpret it clearly, to deliver it correctly. Because any legit psychic knows that you do not gotta comment on every goddamn thing you pick up in the reading. I'm gonna say that again. You do not have to comment on every goddamn thing you pick up in the reading that you observe on a person. Why? Let's say you get a person that has PTSD. They went through some very traumatic shit in their childhood. You pick up on that in the reading. Well, because you didn't know they have PTSD, you bring up the traumatic event, and now all of a sudden you're wondering why they're having flashbacks and sweating and going into a panic attack. If you had the knowledge of that mental illness ahead of time, you would know, okay, it's not a good idea for me to bring up this event because it's going to trigger this reaction in them. So, your third eye tells the rest of your mind, okay, I can phrase this differently. You see how the third eye is working? It's not just all spiritual shit. It's logical and social and communicative type shit that goes into it as well. It dictates your common sense. It dictates your ideation, so to speak. It allows you to apply strategy, especially in spiritual work. So, to recap, the third eye is open by actually using it, whether that's in divination, psychic abilities, energy work, and the like. You do need to make sure that your other chakras are open and energized and grounded, specifically the solar plexus and the root chakra. The root chakra deals with your physical reality. It gives you an anchor, a tether, a tie to physical reality, and it makes things very applicable and practical to you and to other people you're doing spiritual work for or you're doing readings for. The solar plexus keeps you anchored in your own will and in your own being. The solar plexus deals with control, not so much in the sense of being a control freak, but it deals with control of your own being, which is your mind, body, soul, and spirit, and all that goes through it. That way you can correctly apply things to your life. Or you cannot apply certain things until the time is right. You feel me? So, some other things you can do to help with your third eye, in addition to meditation, that kind of thing, you can also wear silver. Silver resonates with the moon resonates with the third eye. It's the spear, you could say planetary spear, that rules over those vibrations of energies. You can wear that and you'll find that your third eye and your ability to think, strategize, detect illusion from reality is increased. I recommend you use real silver. You can use kind of like, silver plated jewelry or things like that, but it's going to have less of an effect unless you use real shit. You can also use amethyst in both crystal form, rough crystal, smooth polish, tumbled stone, that kind of thing. Or you can use an amethyst ring as well to help with your psionics, to help with your fucking psychic abilities, to help with your sense of strategy, all that good shit. You can also take herbs such as mugwort, ayahuasca, datura. Those two, ayahuasca and datura, are very good for opening the third eye. You can use that shamanic journey that ensues in order to remove blockages, to look into your own subconscious, to understand yourself and bring about resolution to internal issues that plant spirit has to show you. This also goes into shadow work as well. Shadow work is very essential for really opening your third eye, because if you can look into your own shadow and recognize the bullshit and deal with it straight away, you can recognize the bullshit outside of you in reality and deal with it straight away too. Make sense? So, that being said, the last thing I want to say, and this is kind of going back to the whole mentorship and services kind of thing. Do not be deceived by appearances when you're going to get work from a magician. You see me wearing these chains and the fucking tiger's eye and the rings and all this other kind of stuff. I do not wear this to look flashy. If it looks flashy, that's just a side effect that means the main purpose is working. I wear this for the particular qualities and fucking powers the gemstone brings, and to honor my spirits, to honor my own apotheosis and ascent, and to enhance my own sorcery. I'm going to say it again. Do not be deceived by appearances. If a magician tells you that his life is perfect, that he just got it all together, or he makes the appearance as such, he's bullshitting. Or she is bullshitting. Right off the bat. This illusion is designed simply to rinse you of your fucking savings without any real work being done. If they cannot be transparent, it's no good. You feel me? So, one other thing that I wanted to discuss in the area of gemstones, rings, etc. is sapphire. This blue sapphire right here. Sapphire is very good for going deeper into initiations, deeper into priesthood, deeper into your sorcery. It can elevate your sorcery to the point to where you become a priest of your own God self. Meaning your skills and abilities are developed to such a degree to where you can execute your will at any moment. This does not guarantee 100% success. I gotta keep it real with you. However, it increases the probability of success by means of your skills being finely tuned and finely developed and specialized in your area of dominion and knowledge. Sapphire also helps with channeling information. It helps with gathering wisdom, whether it's from other planes, from demons, or whatever it is that you work with. Sapphire also helps in your divinity as well. You can freaking meditate with the stone, with the gemstone, meditate on your divinity, and you'll find that it subtly starts increasing, slowly but surely. You start giving out commands that are executed quickly in terms of reality into various spirits, that kind of thing. So in many ways it is a commanding stone, but the energy it brings is more of a soft, feminine kind of commanding. What I mean by that is you command, but you're not an asshole with it. You're simply moving in your power and in your authority, whether that's infernal authority, celestial authority, or otherwise. If you have a patron deity that you work with, Sapphire will help you connect to them and resonate with them much deeper and much more. And you'll find your interactions with them start changing on a subtle level to where it goes from devotee to more like a high priest or high priestess kind of interaction with them. You're able to do possession with them more often and in greater degrees with greater power, to the point to where if you just, let's say you work with a pantheon of gods or deities, you could be doing something, doing a ritual, doing a death hex or whatever, and you'll feel it feels weird as fuck. I don't know how to describe it, but you'll feel that entire pantheon come into you